I will ask Johan Backas, the Managing Director of Eniram, they are a Wärtsilä affiliate, to come and talk to us about marine digitalization and the future of risk. So, Johan, please come. Thank you.
So, good morning, everybody. Good to see so many people here in the room. Really happy to be here, happy to be a sponsor of this event. I'm going to continue a little bit on what Christopher Payne talked about earlier. We're going to discuss how to reduce the risk of marine insurance pools and at the same time increase the value that you guys as ship owners, operators, charters get out of your marine policies. So I hope you can hear me all right. We live in a connected world. We discussed this already in the panel for the cybersecurity. Eniram, as part of Wärtsilä today, has a good foundation to be a big player in that connected world. There's two topics for today. We are actually launching a new product today called Skylight 3.0, which is an evolvement of our previous Skylight. And I'm going to show how that is going to be used to create more value through the partnership with concierge to create these connected insurances, which was discussed earlier by Chris. So I'm from Eniram. Eniram is a true digital company. We don't have anything else as our raw material than ones and zeros. We create asset efficiency and voyage efficiency products for ship owners. We're in the marine market. We've been established 2005, so we're older than some of the real big players on the social media market, for example. Unfortunately, haven't grown as fast as them so far. We create and collect a whole lot of data every single day, 3 billion data points per day. And we do that from 350 vessels in all shipping segments out there on the seas. So it all starts with data. This is how it works. We have our own data collection units. We use third-party platforms to generate data. And we also, in some instances, to be able to understand what's happening on board of a vessel, we have to install sensors that measure the static and dynamic what's happening on the vessel, how the vessel is behaving. But that's not the important thing here. The important thing happens in the middle and the inside. What we do is we create mathematical models of the physical world. And those mathematical models are kind of rough because of calculating power, even if there is quite a lot of calculating power today. Actually, it's easier to simplify the mathematical equations if you want, and then use the data that we collect from the vessels to enrich those models so that we better can predict the future. And what we do with that is then we give that information to the various actors in the field, whether on board or onshore, on dashboards, various types of fleet-wide dashboards, online tools, and then even increasingly different types of web applications. Mobile applications. So Skylight 3.0, this is the product that we launched today. It's a very simple idea. It's an as-a-service product, and it consists only of transponder about this size. You can see it outside on our stand today. So there's no upfront cost. It's completely a subscription-based service. The only thing that you as a ship owner have to do, you bolt or fix this transponder to the ship's railing, connect it to the power, and it starts to send data back home to us. So this is a cloud-based, let's say, calculation service, and then when we give back the information in reports and stuff like this, that is then, can be delivered, of course, anywhere based on what I showed on the last slide. But the important thing is not only what we collect from this Skylight box. We enrich it with certain types of information that you supply us, for example, the ship owner supply us, or charterers, whoever is in charge of the vessel operations. So noon reports, the route files, we enrich it with meteorological data, the normalized speed through water, that is a calculation method to make sure that we have the data to evaluate the fuel consumption correctly. And putting all this together, we then create the reports about fuel consumption or speed through water and so on. That you use for monitoring charter party compliance or understanding better the operations of the vessel out there on the sea. And of course, these reports then can be distributed to anybody who needs that information. The new features of the Skylight are mobile notifications, virtual RPM sensing, and then a bunch of improved reports. I would say that the most interesting thing are the mobile notifications that provide you information when you need it and where you need it, so that the right people have the right information when and where they need. We all have different interests about what's going on there at sea. Somebody might be interested, or for example, if the speed of the vessel suddenly changes a lot, or the course of the vessel changes to something which wasn't expected, or if the charter party, for example, for some reason is breached. And these mobile notifications then can be had on your mobile phone. This is not a mobile phone, but on a mobile phone or a watch or whatever you choose as your mode of receiving that. So that is highly interesting. Mobile notifications is, by the way, something that we have on our other products as well. We collect data in bigger scale from dedicated platform, for example, from a lot of the cruise ships, and then we have the opportunity to have an increased amount of different types of notifications. But these are the ones that are included in the service here in Skylight. And then the RPM sensing, it's quite interesting. The box in itself contains a lot of sensors, and we can, through the vibrations of the box, we can measure the RPM of the vessel, and that of course allows us to generate more exact fuel consumption and speed figures. In the future we will be able to create all different kinds of products when it comes to hull and propeller performance because of this fact that we can measure the propeller RPM. And then, as said, improved reports. A connected world. You know, Wärtsilä is the largest manufacturer of marine equipment in the world. We're on approximately every third vessel in the world. We service every second vessel in the world approximately. And we have a good opportunity with all the data that we have to provide the whole industry with data that together give much more information than only the single, for example, engine or propeller data. So combining data is what we believe in, and we believe that the actors in the industry, whether ports or insurance companies or shipping companies, logistics companies, we all need that data in order to be able to understand better what's going on in operations. And now what we are launching today is a very concrete example of that kind of collaboration. So I'm hugely proud today to announce that we are announcing our collaboration with Consiris. Consiris is a company based in the city of London, providing excellent analytics for the insurance industry. And our combined offering here with the Skylight 3.0 and the Consiris Quest will allow us to create the world's first intelligent insurance or connected insurance for the marine industry based on location data. So you are aware of that the AAS data, which is transmitted from the AAS transponders on the ship, is highly unreliable, and it's impossible to create certainty about the ship's operations if you don't know where the ship is, how fast it's going, where it's going, and predicting where it's going. So this is how it works, and it's the one view of risk, the transparency of risk, and the understanding of and improving, reducing the risk in this instance is what is the beef in here. So Consider's Quest on one hand, they are able to analyze through machine learning the data of the claims data from insurance companies and deduct quite amazing findings about what the insurance company doesn't necessarily know when it comes to the risk of their whole asset portfolio. Combining that with Skylight, which then provides accurate information about how the ship is behaving, then we actually know much more about the operations, how the ship actually behaves, and based on that understanding, the insurance companies can create policies which differ for different ships, different ship owners, maybe different charters, maybe different routes, legs, geographical areas in the world, and so on. And this is a beautiful situation because it's a win-win. Everybody wins here. The insurance companies understand much better about what's going on and can control the risk of their portfolio. This should result, of course, in more value for those policy holders. Normally, people who behave better or have a better lifestyle get cheaper, let's say, premiums also in private life. And this is how it's going to work. And this brings really transparency to everybody in the industry on all levels. And I think, like I said, this is really combining the best of two worlds. So understanding, getting more out of data from two sources, so from ships operations and from the insurance companies themselves, to really understand and create value for the whole, for everybody in the business. So actually I'm much before time now. Wasn't my intention, but at least maybe room for a few questions. We will be outside here, so please come and visit us, ask about the new products. And I would like to introduce also Andrew Johan, who is the CEO of Consider's. Could you stand up, please, and just show you? So, and come and talk to us to understand more how this works. But this was all for me. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.